Yo, what's up, everyone? Matter35 here. Today I'm going to be talking about Patrick Kane. The first video I did Jonathan Tays. So now I'm going to get into Patrick Kane now here. So Patrick Kane is interesting here. I can go on about multiple things with Patrick Kane. It's unbelievable. So you could say first American-born player to win the Art Ross Trophy. He's won 3 Stanley Cups. Blah blah blah. It's a lot of good stuff, you know. Especially people like me blabbing on about things that are about Kane. Let's just start simple here with the facts. He was born in Buffalo. He's 5'11". He's a short guy. He's about 180 pounds. Patrick Kane, here's how he started off his career, first of all. He got drafted in 2007, first overall. That's not a surprise. He played for the London Knights and just dominated it. The OHL was so easy for Kane. As soon as he broke into the league, Patrick Kane came in the NHL. He put up 72 points in 82 games. I believe he had 20 goals, and he had 52 assists. This gave him the Calder Trophy as the best rookie of the year. So that's already a good way to start your career off. Patrick Kane, after that, would not attain any other awards until the 2009-10, where he would help the Blackhawks win their first Stanley Cup. Chicago, as you know, was obviously a dead franchise until they drafted Patrick Kane and Jonathan Tays previously, which I discussed. The two of them, I'm going to mention both of them in this, even though it's a Kane video. The two of them combined, and there were also other key factors. There was Keith, Seabrook, Crawford was at his prime. Not then, though. There was Niemi then, but still, we can go on. Nicholas Chalmerston, Patrick Sharp. But anyways, these two main players here were the ones who got the Hawks their first Stanley Cup. Not only that, as you know, from 2017 was the NHL's 100th year anniversary. So Patrick Kane was one of the players listed as the 100th greatest player in the league. So, you know, people on that list, you got Gretzky, you got your Bobby Orr, and you got all those top guys there on that list. Patrick Kane was on it. Same for Tays as well. So, obviously, Kane did not win the Conn Smythe Award. That was what Jonathan Tays, but still, Patrick Kane, though, dominating performance. His offensive ability was great. Defensively, not the best. He's more of a playmaker, sniper type thing. Until then, 2013. So we go to 2013. Like Patrick Kane, here's the thing. Earlier on in his career, like we didn't see much of hardware in his career. He won the cups, the best award in hockey, but he wasn't like a so-called star like you saw Crosby early in his career, every year winning awards. Connor McDavid, every year winning awards. He's just like there, a good player who's there. He's elite. But I'm going to be honest, until the 2015-16 season was when Patrick Kane started to get some actual hardware going. But I'm going to keep going back to 2013. So in 2013, Patrick Kane started off getting his first individual award. He won the Stanley Cup with the Hawks, and he won the Conn Smythe Trophy. I mean, obviously, he was a dominating player in the playoffs, and it was a well-deserved Conn Smythe Award. You know, from this, Patrick Kane also was a part in NHL 10, was on the NHL 10 cover. So, Kane was already good enough to get an endorsement to be on EA Sports. Same for Tays, too. Tays was also on the NHL 11 cover. I mean, you know, I'll also be discussing NHL 16 with this. Like this is the thing though. When you have players that are so good, you get endorsement deals, you get all the other perks, and Patrick Kane obviously was one of them. So once he won the cup in 2013, you know, we put up numbers. He was a bit over point per game as guy. 14-15 game. Patrick Kane was actually leading the league in points. I believe he had around 66 points. He was a point per game. But, you know, it was more of a low-scoring race. That year you had Jamie Benn win the Art Ross Trophy. I believe he only had 89 points, though. It was him, Tavares, and Crosby at the top. But Kane was right up there, too. However, he got an injury with his collarbone. It broke. He got hit. And, you know, that kind of screwed everything up for the Hawks. They still made the playoffs, and Kane came back early, luckily. And the Hawks were able to win the Stanley Cup. So Kane got his third one. Keith won the Conn Smythe that year. Regardless of that, Kane, you know, after that, Patrick Kane and Jonathan Tays were both put on the NHL 16 cover. There was a thing going on with Patrick Kane, though, getting in trouble with the law, which made him not get in, but he technically was still involved in it. But, yeah, that was really much it. You know, what I would have preferred was to have Duncan Keith on the cover instead of tasing Kane again, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. So once Kane won that award, 2015-16 Kane. I mean, you could argue that Artemi Panarin, a Russian who the Hawks acquired, was what got Kane his numbers, but I don't think so because once Panarin left, Kane still put the same high numbers. But Kane, boy oh boy, did he dominate. 106 points in 82 games. He had 46 goals. He almost was the Breeze Richard. Ovechkin had 50 goals. He had 46. He was second. Kane almost had the most assists, I believe. He was number 3. Carlson, I think, had the most, Erik Carlson. But Kane won the R. Ross Trophy. He won the Ted Lindsay Trophy. And he won the Hart Trophy. So he took home a lot of hardware that year. Playoffs, they got eliminated in the first round, but Kane still had his best year of his career. 18-19 came, and Patrick Kane, 16-17 came, sorry. Kane had an 89-point season. This is when he started to... The reason I'm mentioning these years over the years earlier is because this is when Kane started to become one of those top point getters in the league. This year he was tied second with Sidney Crosby. No awards, but still, very good year. Following 18-19 season, Patrick Kane put up a career high with 110 points. He was actually a nominee. He was voted third for the Ted Lindsay Award. Didn't get it though, obviously, but still 110 points, 44 goals. 66 is an unbelievable statistic. It's really good for Kane. 1920 came, 84 points, 70 games. So I mean, top point getter in the league. He's now a top guy. You know, he's won so many major awards. This year, though, he's got, I believe, 61 points in 50 games as of now. Low on the goal scoring, but still playing pretty well. He's playing well, about an assist per game guy, which is really, really good. So, Patrick Kane, though, assistant captain of the Hawks ever since Taves left. With the Blackhawks, Patrick Kane was going to win the Hart Trophy. He was. If the Hawks make the playoffs. He was, on the pace he was in the mid of the year, like middle season, not now, middle season, he was going to win it. Now, if the Hawks don't make the playoffs, Patrick Kane, I'm guaranteeing you, is not even going to be in the voting. Like, I could see that he's, like, obviously in discussion for, like, but I don't think he's going to be, like, in the award ceremony votes. Like, I don't think he'll be top 3. Like, I think it's possible he could be top 5, top 10, for sure. Top 3... If the Hawks make it, he probably even might win it. But if the Hawks don't win it, Kane would have to be like number 2 or 3 in points behind McDavid. Maybe then he'll be third. But if he's not there, then I'm guaranteeing it's going to go to McDavid. Connor McDavid guarantee will win it. That's the guarantee for the Hart Trophy. So the awards Patrick Kane has won, we've already discussed it, but I'll go over it again. 3 cups, Conn Smythe Trophy, Ted Lindsay Award, an Art Ross Award, Hart Trophy. Those are those awards. He's been an all-star player multiple times. And, oh yeah, right, I forgot. Sorry, he won the Calder Trophy too. So there's piles of awards for Kane. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, no question about that. He's already accomplished the milestone of over 1,000 points. He's over 400 goals. I think he will get 500 in his career. I think he won't get over 500 after that. I don't think he'll get 600. He's not really, especially after this year, only 15 goals as of now. It's not a 500 goal material season player, but you know, that's how it goes. Patrick Kane, though, very good player. I think even though the team won't make the playoffs, Kane's definitely one of the better players. Here's the thing I have with Kane, though. I'm obviously biased, right? Because I'm a Chicago fan, right? I always cheer for Kane. But I do think that sometimes Kane is underrated. There are times where he is rated at a proper accordingly. I'm not saying Kane is like a Connor McDavid but there are things that Kane is better than Connor McDavid at. His hands are so good. They're unbelievable right now. I think they're easily the best in the league. Patrick Kane, right? Like, there are some players who are, like, he kind of reminds me of Kucherov in a way. Kucherov is out this year, though. But, like, I think Kane, when I look at Patrick Kane, like, you see the magazines in the NHL, they have the top 50 players. I believe they had Kane at 14. Well, that makes me think, really? 14? Especially when Kane produced 110 points. There have been some books where Patrick Kane had that 106-point RRS season. They didn't even have him in the top players. Like, I think it's really ridiculous. I think Kane, as of now, is a top 10 player. I know top 10 for sure. Like, there's no way. But I think even top 5. I could argue top 5. Like if the Hawks were like a top team in the league with good players, I think Kane would easily be a top player in the league. Like a top 5 player in the league. He even is one. Like I've seen it before. Like Kane had Panarin. If Kane got Panarin, Artemi Panarin back, you look at his numbers, they're insane too. Imagine if Kane had Panarin. His numbers would be like almost McDavid's. But, it doesn't really matter though. It's just my opinion. But thank you guys for watching. This is what I thought in Kane. Here's gave you some info on Kane, what I thought about him. Hope you guys enjoy. Next time I'll be talking about Hawks retired goalie, Corey Crawford over here. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I won't do it today, though. I'll probably do it in a few days. I don't know when, though. But, yeah, and then as you can see, I got other goalies I can review, too. So it's not like I got just limited content. I mean, after that, I'll be doing other players besides Chicago. But, yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.